Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Lounge S Division. Heroes Lounge S Division? What? Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series. We are in the Heroic Division. There we go. I'm all over the place. I was literally actually putting a stream link in the Heroes Lounge Discord, and I'm like, all right, cool. Nexus Gaming series says it all wrong. Anyways, we are in a Heroic Division matchup for the Nexus Gaming series, which still means it's going to be a best of 3, and we are going to be getting this. Thank you all so much for waiting. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for cheering, by the way. Also, Carpe Felis, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Thank you so much for the 200 bits as we get into this. Wait, what is this intro? That's sick. It's Corvo. I'm so sorry. This person in NGS made it and shared it with all the casters, and I cannot pronounce their name. I need to like write it on a sticky note and put it on my monitor because they did an amazing job with it and they gave it over for free. Also, the little transition we have between the scenes where it's like the little NGS thing, they did that as well. It's just mwah, mwah, mwah. It's words are hard. I agree, not insane. It is also, I think, 77 degrees in my studio right now. Might be 78. Either way, it's extremely hot. My brain can't think. Let's actually go ahead and check out the map bans that did happen before we got into this. The home team this evening is going to be amazing. They won the coin flip and opted for first pick priority in the game. Archon went ahead and banned out Battlefield of Eternity and Volskaya Foundry. We had Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire banned out by the members of A-MEI-ZING. First map, once again, not chosen correctly by me. What am I doing here? Hold on. What are we doing with this? There we go. There we go. Infernal Shrines. We're not going to Sky Temple. I don't know what's going... Like, I was trying to do all of this while also just... I need to run to the bathroom still. Anyways, we have Infernal Shrines as our first map, not Sky Temple. Let's actually get back into our draft. This is going to be A-MEI-ZING Archon. Wipeout, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. 77 is hot. In my room, yes. With a light blaring down on my face with 3 monitors with a gigantic soundboard that's producing heat with my computer over there. Yes, it is very, very hot in this room. I don't have AC in my house either. That doesn't exist up here. We have let's actually go through these bans. We have a Chen and a Zeratul being banned on the left-hand side, and we are also going to be having a Nubarak and a Ana being banned out on the right. Really, really strong brands coming out. Dive, range heal, also damage mitigation, also the dive from Zeratul, powerful, as well as Chen showing some major prowess ever since the rework. We have a Sylvanas Diablo on the right-hand side. Just JTR Pog, big poggers. Camille, oh my, like these, I love draft chat. But Sylvanas Diablo is going to be really, really powerful here. Diablo's strong on the shrines for initiation as well as fights. Sylvanas offers a lot of great damage in the friendly for the friendly team as well as push power during those just the Punisher phases. Hanzo, Greymane, Dahaka on the left-hand side. Hanzo's got great just poke and also being able to kind of capitalize on some of those low health pool heroes with a lot of those just ranged attacks that are able to then just whittle them down very slowly and safely. Also, Greymane able to dive in and get a great amount of damage. Dahaka will be picked up here as well. Strong for the back, or strong to dive into the backline and get some of those tongue drags set up the friendly team to get a potential big burst onto someone who's kind of locked down like that. Greymane is... So you get a tongue drag onto one, Greymane dives in, Hanzo puts on the damage, they probably die. Maiev going to be banned out here as well as the Garrosh. They need a main tank on the left and they need some more damage on the right, so not really disagreeing with this whatsoever here. It's 80 in the general area around the house, but I'm back in the room in the lowest airflow, get 2 PCs pumping out heat. Yeah, it's like 82 outside and like 7. This is like the hottest point in the day. It's mostly that the light that's blaring down on my face, even though it's a key light, it still is very hot in this room. I'm also wearing a jersey because I'm smart. Alex Strauza, Jaina going to be picked up on the right-hand side. Alex Strauza actually notably really strong on Infernal Shrines because it is a point control-based area. She's great when she pops that Dragon Queen form and then just forces the enemy team back. Jaina is going to pair well into the Diablo with the Apocalypse if they go into that. Ring of Frost is really powerful, or Water Elemental. Might see the slows coming out from the Diablo with the Lightning Breath and then the damage from the Jaina with the Water Elemental. Main tank Uther going to be joining into the fray of this, and a Deckard Cain will be coming in as well for the main support. So it looks like we'll have the rotations with Greymane, Hanzo, Uther, and Deckard Cain and they'll be able to drop those potions, and then Dahaka in the top lane. Who are they going up against? Malthael, Leoric? I like the idea of the Leoric here. It pairs well with the Diablo Jaina. Great shrine clear, great initiation, as well as some disengage there. And, I mean, we could see a lot of, like, Blaze is great here as well for the bunker value, but we are going to be seeing an Arthas. They're going to be going for the attack speed reduction. The follow-up lockdown is going to be strong as well. Their sustain in lane as well as sustain around the fights post 10 with the Army of the Dead. I would assume they go into that. From my main tank or my main Arthas player, Jinxie Cat, if you pick Syndragosa, you're memeing. If you pick Army of the Dead, you're trying to win. So yeah, there's that. But I think it's a good draft overall. Main tank Uther is a choice, to say the least. Oof. Alrighty. Breakdown-wise, though, between these two teams, I think the push power coming out from the side of Archon is really, really powerful. The fight is, I think, really what is going to be the outlier. If they can sustain in these fights on the side of A-MEI-ZING, they'll be absolutely fine because they have the double support. The Uther will be able to lock them down. Greymane's able to dive in and continue to put in the damage. It's just the burst potential and also a lot of their own self-sustain on the side of Archon that I'm a little worried about here. I'm excited for the Uther tank. LOL, what? Yeah, Carpe Felix, you're in for a treat. And actually, let's go ahead and get on into this. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of A-MEI-ZING. Camille is going to be on the Hanzo. BN, maybe Ben? Just BN we'll go with, is going to be on the Decker King. Lasai is going to be on the Greymane. Hunter is going to be on the Uther. I wanted to say Ulhar so bad. Good ducks have luck. Nukes for Kids is going to be on the Dahaka in top lane. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Archon. We're going to be having JTR on the Sylvanas. Fatal Rampage will be on the Sylvanas. Visionary is going to be on the Diablo. Variations is going to be on the Arthas, and Swoopster is going to be on the Alexstrasza. Joke's on you, I never have fun. What? So good. All right, hold on. Let's do one thing really quickly. Let's make sure we can at least get that vision for the teams here, and we also need to click on someone with no questing talent. But let's go ahead and check out our mid lane as we have quite the back and forth right now. It's going to be a nice lock in from Decker Kane. Hunter is going to be taking a decent amount of damage, but with the double support, they should be absolutely fine here, and that is exactly going to be it. Uther tank can work, but they have a lot of damage to contest against. I agree. I agree with that. Very, very much. I think that, and that was the point that I was trying to get to, but I never really got there. Tank Uther is bonkers. He's bully. Yeah, it really comes down to also the play of said player. Like, main tank Uther is very, very hard, and look at Camille getting over the wall, but the snow is going to be dumped onto Hanzo, and they're going to take a little bit of a ski trip as they are first blood of the game in favor for the members of Archon. Top lane, let's check this out a little bit. We're going to be having the camp rotation over to the bottom right. Don't need to watch them get a camp. Let's actually watch the solo laners kind of battle it out, because this is a lane that we never get to see, and there's definitely, like, it's a different way you play top lane. You definitely play the solo lane, not top lane, excuse me. You play solo lane so much more different than you would in rotation-based maps, or like for example, right now, the way that they're playing in between the mid and bottom, they're poking at the enemy members, they're trying to force fights here and there. Dahaka's stepping up a little bit, but more or less these two members are either working on their questing talents, or they're working on just getting these waves pushed back. Arthur's doing a great job of also kind of freezing the wave in front of the tower, not allowing it to step too far forward, but look at this actually right now. That's going to be Nix for Kids getting the tongue drag as they step forward onto them. I was watching in the minimap down here. I thought we were going to see a bit of an engage, but this is just, it's something to note between these two players. There's a little bit of a respect in how you play the solo lane, because it's not about dominating, not about forcing the win the entire time. Speaking of forcing the win the entire time, mid lane is being forced as well, as they've got this camp pushing in 4-4 in levels, and they're just going to cycle back out, go back into that bottom lane, and make sure that Greymane isn't getting the free push. Speaking of Greymane, let's actually get the vision for this team, as they've lost vision for the enemies. They can probably assume that they're making rotations, but you can see that they're playing by their front gate. They're playing safe. They're not going to be going through this area where they don't have vision, because they don't want to get caught out. We could be honestly, yeah, and see, look at the rotation that Greymane just made. They were waffling for a minute. They were thinking about making that rotation just to mid lane. The friendly team is right there, but it's these little decisions that, you know, you don't know who's sitting in these bushes. If there's a Diablo waiting to shadow charge you with a Sylvanas, and she's going to be able to then just hit you with the unfurling or her Shadow Dagger, right? Shadow Dagger. Yes, and get a lot of value there. Speaking of Shadow Dagger, I wanted to highlight this because I was about to say, oh, all of her stacks. I'm like, she has 0 stacks right now. They haven't been engaging. They haven't been brawling too much. There was that bit of a fight at the beginning, but Looks like they just, they've been playing this slow. They've been not allowing Sylvanas to get those stacks, and Nukes for Kids is going to be pushed back a little bit in top lane. Arthas going to be going ahead and saying, that's fine. That lane can push out. We are going to be focusing in on the Shrine right now, as we are going to be seeing that actually happening right now. And let's actually get vision for the red team, get an idea of how they're going to be posturing for this. But they can still see the Dahaka in top lane. That's clearing that out. They've also got a camp that's going to be stepping up a little bit fairly soon. Alexstrasza should be able to pop Dragon Queen as... whenever necessary. I think it should be off cooldown. Dahaka with the brush duck in, tries to go for the tongue drag, not going to happen. Dragon Queen will be popped. That's going to be a nice lockdown for the Decker Kane. Wing Buffett going to be pushing a couple members back. Lasai going to be having to get that roll to disengage, making sure they don't get picked off. Nukes for Kids a little bit low here, needs to back off, and they're trying to make their way out. Decker Kane with a nice lockdown, and they get the turnaround kill onto Arthas. First blood in their favor during this engagement. Do they find a Diablo? Nice tongue drag coming through, and they don't. No, they still get it, but Sylvanas was trying to get some damage out as well, and that will be Sylvanas going down on top of it all. And they also find it a Jaina and an Alexstrasza, and the members of A-MEI-ZING playing quite amazingly here. We'll go ahead and take the first Punisher, and here's the other thing too. All that fighting. Oh, the Shaman goes down, but still, they end up getting this front gate of this fort. That's a huge win for solo lane, as well as a huge win for the potential Punisher that will be up there. Arcane Punisher going to be going into bottom, so you're going to be having these little spinny circles down here. I always think of the toy that that we had when we were kids, where you put the one thing around your ankle and then you jumped over it with your other foot. Or yeah. It was like a skip it or something, and it counted how many times you could do it. I always think of that whenever I see these, and I don't know why. Anyways, this is just going to be the bottom lane being sieged in. They take out the front gate. They want to try and take down this fort, and maybe staying here might be a little risky. Sylvanas with the Banshee's Fort doesn't get the teleport. Going to throw that that dagger out as well to stack up that Unfurling Shadows. Anyone who's wondering what that damage bonus looks like, you can just take that number and half it, because it's 0.5%. Increase based on how many stacks. So 12 is 6 damage total from that. Invade onto this bottom lane camp. JTR is going to be getting a little bit low here. Nice lockdown from the Decker Kane. They're starting to turn it around. The snow is going to be dropped as well. Sylvanas the first one to go down. Lasai a little bit low, and they're trying to just get out of this and also still keep the camp for themselves. They get the Sylvanas, and they're going to back right out. Really good play coming out from both. Yo, Twisted, thanks for coming by. Alex not weaving those heals. Apocalypso, thank you for coming by as well. I drank so much water as we were loading into this game. Because usually, usually I'm smart and I space out my matches, but I didn't today because there's so many, and I was just like, let's just get all the games. Yeah, Alex, back up in dragon form. Didn't get auto attack healing because the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. I missed it. Sorry, Ghost Dunk. How you doing? Thanks for coming by, bud. All right, let's go ahead and actually focus in on what's going to be happening within the rotations. I was peeking in top lane a little bit here as variations is going to be going into Nukes for Kids, and they get the tongue drag, and they're still just pressuring up this top lane, doing a great job of that. Meanwhile, over here in this bottom area, they're going to be pushing in a little bit. They might have had vision, so they can see the Alexstrasza and Jaina in mid lane, so they're just trying to pressure this out. They also have the next Punisher popping up in top, so if they can get periodic catapult pressure coming through bottom lane, that is so in their favor because of the fact that it's such a far distance from the next objective in top lane. So this just creates map pressure, and this is something that I was noting in the last series. Someone was asking in chat, why get a boss and not do anything with it? It's because you just mostly, at some points the overpower just in time. Nukes for Kids gets the isolation in the wrong direction, and that's going to be a 60-second cooldown that they will not have. I don't think we're going to be seeing another fight for 60 seconds, but they're going to try and siege into this mid lane. They did get the pick onto the Dahaka. They need to play this safe here. Banshee's forward. They make the disengage. Visionary going for the Shadow Charge. They find one right there. Hunter is going to be body blocked a little bit. Water Elemental coming out. Stay a while and Listen's going to be there as well. Lightning Breath onto a few. That's going to be the Lifebinder onto the Alexstrasza, keeping the Diablo back up to full health. BN is so very low. That's going to be the Fire Stomp. They get the kill onto the Uther and the Deckard Kane. Really good chase, really good pickups as the Shrine opens up here. Realistically, I would try and just open up top lane a little bit in your favor. You got a couple kills, maybe. Divine Storm for the Uther as well. So we didn't really highlight any of the heroic talents right now. Also, we didn't cycle through any of the other numbers. We can see the heroic talents. We actually still have... no way. No way. No. You're not doing this to me. Archon, you cannot feign that you're going to go Syndra Ghost on me. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, there's no, you don't do this to me. It's always weird seeing the speedy Reavers. Oh, D-Storm, got you. Oh wait, it's the whole commercial. I don't remember the commercial. Well, is it a skip it as well? Either way, let's hold on. Let's gonna see. Hunter's gonna be. They're gonna get overpowered into a Dragon Queen, but the Dragon Queen will be going down. You can see Uther out as well. They have some ghost heals for the friendly team. Jaina gonna be picked off as well, and they're trying to turn this around. Sleep went out onto Visionary. They're gonna get the Shadow Charge. The Sai is gonna be that target. Sylvanas going down to the top left over there as Camille's gonna be fighting that kill, and Variations trying to make it out as well. If you would have had Syndra, no, I'm just kidding. And they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave Dahaka onto that point, and they're gonna have easy clear on their own, and they're sieging up. I really, really like this play. This is actually something. Funny enough, like not Sylvanas, Sonya got changes in the same patch as like Chen and all that, I believe. And no, maybe it was a patch of, like a week or so ago when we got the speed buffs. Yeah, it was this patch when we got the speed buffs, if I'm not mistaken. Sonya got some health and some regeneration changes. I don't know. I can't remember. Did she get damage changes as well? I know it was health and regen. But she was such a strong priority in this map because you can do exactly what we saw that Dahaka doing and just going on that shrine and just clearing it out while the friendly team pushes up. Really good curse bullet and combo coming out from the friendly team from A-MEI-ZING to be able to get that pick on Diablo. Souls were reset, so that's why you're seeing them back on the map. They've got 0 out of the 100 right there, that black soul stone. This is... What level are these guys? I think they're match. So I believe Heroic is like high diamond to Grandmaster. Like I think there's like no cap on MMR essentially. Like it's the highest plays. That's gonna be a nice arrow coming out from Heinzo. That's gonna be a Lifebinder onto one. Huge Divine Storm, but Uther is gonna be going down. They might have pushed up into this top lane a little bit too long. Sylvanas with the Banshees forward, gonna be getting a lot of good damage on the Lasai, who's trying to make their way out, and they're just isolated, and they go down as well. 2 for none, as they still have camp pushing in this top lane, but it's not gonna be keep going down anytime soon. They make the clear. We have We have 3 members still up and alive, and they'll just back off. Bottom lane has some pressure coming through periodically here, but will they be able to even it out? No Punisher for bottom lane in favor for the members of Archon, because just evening that out would be so nice right now. But they are going to be going ahead and running over to this camp. They were trying to grab this themselves, and the aggression coming out from Archon is just like, nah, we're taking this away from you. Arthas will clear out bottom lane. So everything's on the no tournament server. Tournament servers still exist, but they're used very infrequently. The only time I know like the tournament server was used last was when there was like a huge replay issue and a bunch of like it was like towards the end of last season NGS. Like I think a lot of casters complained to them and like community people, and they were like, all right, well we basically like we put the old patch on the tournament server so you could cast from that. But yeah, realistically, I have not seen the tournament server being used in quite some time. That camp was so useless. They should have known and wasted it. Yeah, I agreed, Lord. I think that's a very good point. They went for that camp instead of just pushing in with the objective and potentially taking a keep. But yeah, for anyone who's wondering, we are on the live patch. Maybe I should include that little bit of, maybe I'll put that right there in future. Maybe I'll get a little note and put it right there. Sorry, there's a little thing that I've never noticed that pops up. Is that a little Probius? I don't want to click it because I don't want to mess up anything on the stream. Oh, we're going to click it. Look at that. That's cool. I didn't know that existed. I've done everything by hotkeys. All of these things are hotkeys, and I've just and I've just been doing like I've just like memorized every button for this. I didn't know that existed. That is the best thing on earth. Holy crap. Hanzo with the arrow right there, just about. Oh, the Banshees, they eat the stun in time, and that's going to be Sylvanas going down. Stay a while and listen was used as well. They really wanted to get that Sylvanas kill right there. Wow. Shrine will be activating, though, in the next 19 seconds, going to be in mid lane. Mid's going to be opened up against the members of Archon. We do have A-MEI-ZING with their lane opened up a little bit more. A little safer, I guess you could say, more or less, and still just going to be... We'll have 16 to 16 in just a second. Arthas also going to be almost done with the Frost Presence at level 1, so you're just going to be having... that 20 upgrade is just so... The rooting along path, you don't really have to make that end skill shot. You're really going to be able to set up your team for a lot more as you're just, you know, able to send it for, I think it's like 30% on top of it. Yeah. You have that 30% range already from the 10 stacks, and then You have a cooldown reduction, so let's see if they're going to be able to make it here. That's going to be them stepping up. A lot of Skeletal Fenders going down. That's also going to be the Apocalypse coming out. Lifebinder goes out onto Diablo. Really wasn't necessary, but I think it was more of a precaution, more or less, as Hunter is very, very low right now. That's going to be the overpower. They get the stun. Is there a Divine Storm? Not in time, and they go down as well. Or I guess they're the first one to go down during all this. Curse Bullet went out. I don't know if it connected onto anyone. I didn't think I saw it connect on anyone. Dahaka is pushing up bottom lane because realistically it's as much as they can do in this situation. They're like, at least get some value down there. We're going to rotate the Dahaka. No, they're going to stay down there and just keep pushing that up and potentially take out that front gate and just prep that lane a little bit for themselves. But this will be third Punisher of the game, I believe. I think this is third. Is going to be going over in favor for the members of Archon. I do also think that this is their first in the game. All of the others have been picked up by A-MEI-ZING. But Uther's back up. Dahaka's still pushing bottom. Took out that front gate. They have that brush shock up and available. This is a frozen Punisher, so it does lock down towers if it does hit it with its ice. You can see it happening to the walls right there. I believe it's a 2-second lockdown. Jump goes out onto Uther. Look at that backline coming out from Visionary as well. That's going to be a dive onto this Grey Maiden. They get the Curse Bolt out as well. Stay a while and listen as well as the Lifebinder just to keep them up and alive, and I believe the Uther got picked off by the Alexstrasza there. Another healing circle coming out. It's going to be the Punisher with that side jump over to the Grey Maiden, who's trying to pull it down into this bottom lane, trying to pull it away from the mid lane siege, but unfortunately it doesn't leash enough, and Sylvanas also locking down this tower will give them a lot of good free pressure. There's no timer on the Punisher, and it's just purely based on its percent-based health. They could maybe go for the end here. They're going to try and end off of this. They've got 15 seconds on the Uther. Sylvanas with the Banshees forward. That's just going to be the Punisher diving over. That's a lot of damage going on into one. Hanzo going to be the first one out. Lightning Breath coming out from the Diablo as well. Lasai going to be the target. That was some good healing coming out from Alexstrasza. The Tongue Drag on the Sylvanas as well, but they get the Banshees forward. Core rapidly falling, and it looks like the members of Archon are going to take game number 1 in our best of 3 series. GG. Well played. Reported Dahaka. F's in chat for stay a while. Yo, 7th Ace, what's up? It's a setting menus for... Like, I've never known that was there. I've never known that Aliobs had a menu right there. I've always just done everything by hotkeys. That's so crazy. Let's see. The member... Okay, so I know I'm trying to remember who I have to, message. Close. Alrighty, we're gonna show talents really quickly. While we're finding out, I'm gonna run to the bathroom because we've been going for like 2 hours and I have not. I'll be right back. Okay, AFK Caster is back. Woo! Alright. Oh, nice. Oh, very, very nice. I know what map we've got. Cool. I am happy with that. Let's go ahead. Let's get our lobby all set up. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Really quickly, if you haven't already followed the channel or you're new here, welcome. Thanks for coming by. I do a lot of casting. My name is Bahamut. I typically cast Monday through Thursday. This week was in the past weeks it's actually been a little bit slower, or not slower, but we've been skipping Mondays just because it's trying to relax a little bit. This weekend, the big thing to note, we've got Saturday, Sunday, We are casting from 10 a.m. PDT, that's 1 o'clock Eastern, till like 10 o'clock Eastern, like 7 p.m. Like, we've got four... Wait, hold on. Yeah, we got 4 S Division matches for Heroes Lounge. So the playoffs start on Saturday at 10 a.m. PDT, and then we have all those playoff games. And then the next day, we have 4 more playoff games with a grand final, that 4th being a best of 7, which for the grand finals for Heroes Lounge S Division, North America. Sorry. Whew. Oh man, everyone's joining. I don't know who's on what team. I think I got that. Either way, let me update the team score so you actually know who is ahead in this matchup. But the big thing to note is if you haven't followed, please go ahead and do so because I do a lot of casting here. If you enjoy Heroes of the Storm content, you enjoy watching some esports, you enjoy watching league matches, this is a great place to do so. I think I do a decent job at production. I think I do a decent job at casting. I often mix up a lot of things, apparently. It's so hot. Like, I can't. I need to figure out a way. Like, I don't know what I can do. This room is just I gotta figure out a way to cool off this room beforehand because it's just constantly, like, waves of heat coming in. Lost 4v4 on Shrine because of Dahaka. Dahaka's split didn't work out, unfortunately. But that's the shot caller, not... Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see. We got to wait on one more member, and they're going to be here in just a second. And then we'll be going into our game number 2. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I hope you're having a blast. Let me update the information really quickly. All right, we're all set on that front. Oh, I should have grabbed another glass of water. Oh, I'll do it after this set. Ghetto air rig conditioning? I wish. Shamanurg. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that support, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Please don't unfollow because I messed up your name so bad. Please, please. All right, let's, this and teams are. If you can purchase 2 fans and have 2 windows create airflow, here's the thing. You are right. So here's the thing. Window right here in front of my face. Neighbor's back door to their patio, 15 feet. So I can't open up this window, legitimately. The other thing too is the outside air is hotter than it is in the house. So more or less, I would just be pumping hot air into the house. Okay. So yeah, it's a lose-lose. Like, I have to literally wait for it just to get cooled, for it to cool down in the day. But either way, we got ourselves a game. Let's go ahead and get into this. Game number 2. We are going to be heading over to the best.
Towers of Doom.
Thank you all so much. I need to get a, there we go. I need to set something up on my stream deck so that way when we go into draft, it will actually do the audio It'll turn on the draft loop. There we go. But welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster, Bahamut. We have a heroic division matchup on our hands here, and we are getting into game number 2. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of A-MEI-ZING, and on the right, we have Archon up 1 game in our best of 3 series, trying to close it out on Towers of Doom. And if you're wondering why and how we got to Towers of Doom, don't worry. I got you. The home team this evening is going to be the members of A-MEI-ZING. They won the coin flip, opting for first pick in that first game. Archon banned out Battlefleet of Eternity and Volskaya Foundry. Brax's Holdout and Dragonshire were banned out by the members of A-MEI-ZING. Infernal Shrines was the first map chosen by Archon and won by them. We have Towers of Doom as our game number 2, chosen by A-MEI-ZING, and we're going to see if they're going to be able to bring it back and take us to game 3, or if we're going to be having this series close out in a 2-0 fashion. Let's get back into our draft, as we have a ban already happening onto the Abathur, Zeratul, and Diana. I apologize for not knowing how to pronounce that, but thank you so much for the follow. Hold on. With the power of Google, I can do anything. I found your Twitch page. That's not what I wanted. Translate. Hot Snipemare, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope that actually translated correctly. But thank you so much, Hot Snipemare. I hope that's what your name is. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that support, my friend. And I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. So toxic? I hope I'm not toxic. I'm horrible at pronouncing names, and I'm sorry, Sham, if I... Shaman... I'm just gonna go with Shaman, because that's what I can read. But thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry that I murdered your name. It is, welcome to Bahamut Gaming Channel, where everything's phonetics. But this is just gonna also be the Sylvanas being banned out here. And then we have a Tyrande ETC. Great setup and great follow-up with the Tyrande. So ETC with the power slide, you have Tyrande with the lunar flare afterwards, and then you just blow up afterwards with whatever mage, whatever assassin you go for. On the right-hand side, we got to pick up 2 more players before we get into our ban phase. Nubarak is a strong dive hero. Li Ming is going to be a great poke onto these shrines. Do they go for a support? Not just yet. Excuse me, a healer. We're going to be having Dahaka picked up as well. A lot of priority in the Heroic Division right now on these Dahaka picks. Really, really wanting to have that global value. Going into the ban phase once again. They could actually choke out some of the healers here. I'm trying to think. Alexstrasza, once again, wouldn't be a horrible idea. She was pretty strong in the last game. It is another point control based map, and I think she does really, really well in that Dragon Queen form. That's what at least I'd be going for, but it's going to be Stukov. And I think realistically between the two, it's kind of a toss-up. It's really what do you not want to deal with, and the silence onto the ETC for the power for the mosh pit is just such a great denier. So just taking that out between the Alexstrasza, because she does have that little bit of a gust, but I think that Dragon Queen might get caught in the mosh pit before that even happens. But yeah, we have a good draft so far between these teams. On the right-hand side, banning out. Maybe looking to ban out some damage. Maiever Greymane wouldn't be a horrible idea. It's actually going to be the Malfield. They don't want to deal with percentage-based damage into that solo lane into the Dahaka. Or they're just going to choke all here, go supportless. I doubt it. We're going to be continuing into our draft right here. So the Tyrande ETC, they're going to need something to blow up on top of that. If the ETC is going to be going into the mosh pit, what do you follow up with? You need some damage, maybe a Jaina. Really good poke coming out from her. Hanzo's not a horrible idea either. You could go into the Hanzo and the Genji. Palindrome, thank you so much for the host. Welcome everyone from Pally's stream. Thank you so much for the host, Pally. I hope you had an amazing stream. Welcome everyone from Pally's stream. I hope you were just beating people up with a fish. I really hope so. That actually can apply to 2 different games, realistically. But thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. We are currently getting into our second game and our second match of the evening. This is a Heroic Division matchup for the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Bahamut, your caster. We also have another matchup after this one, which is actually starting. It's starting now, technically, but the teams have been so gracious and so nice to literally say, yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait so that way we can have a lot of games casted. So we have a lot of good stuff coming towards you. Thank you once again, M. Palindrome Pally. Thank you so much for the host. Let's see. I think Kaleo made a shout-out command. Let's see if I can actually get it to work. There we go. Make sure you follow Pally. She's an amazing person. I was going to say hero, but either way, Jaina Hanzo will be picked up. There's the Joanna as well. So ETC is going to be the solo lane into the Dahaka. So that's definitely going to be a stage dive ETC. Yeah, you have to. You have to, like... Right? I mean, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Condor Captain, thanks for coming by. He's casting 2 matches at the same time. Actually, realistically, Bandit's casting the other one. It's on Bandit's channel. Bandit Gaming. There's going to be one day when Bandit Gaming is a thing, and there's going to be a random Bandit stream. One day. One day. I should actually make that account before it goes away. But we are going to go into this. Once again, I thank you so much, Pally. I really appreciate the host. Thanks for bringing all the friends over, and I hope you all enjoy the stream, and I hope you enjoy these games, because we are currently loaded into our next game. Let's see who takes it.
Prepare yourself for battle.
On the left-hand side, we got the members of A-MEI-ZING down 1 in our best-of-3 series. Nukes for Kids will be on the ETC. BN is going to be on the Tyrande. Lasai is going to be on the Jaina. Hunter will be on the Joanna. And Camille rounds out the team on the Hanzo. On the right-hand side, we have got the members of Archon. We've got Swoopster going to be on the Malfurion. Visionary is going to be on the Anubarak. Variations will be on that Dahaka. Fatal Rampage on the Raynor. And we have JTR on the Sylvanas. On the... Oh my god, they were on Sylvanas last game. On the Li Ming. The one that I was like literally about to be like, yo, the Starry Horse is just such a great... Like, I love that. Such a good mount. Because it's one of those, it's like, if anyone's ever watched, like, Flapjack or anything, like, a lot of the textures move. A lot of the textures don't move, like, there's static textures behind the character, so as they're moving, like, it's just weird, it's cool. I don't know, it's a little bit of an animation style that I absolutely adore. Hanzo going to be going to the Redemption build right here, so going to be trying to get that attack speed up. Probably going to be seeing them reduce some armor as well. This is a very, very aggressive draft coming out because you have the blow up from the, I don't know why I want to focus on Sylvanas so much here. You have the setup from the ETC, follow up from the Tyrande, Hanzo reducing armor and also putting in the damage overall with just the Stormbolt and the Scatter Arrow, and then you just also have Jaina dumping snow on top of people. We are going to be seeing double rotations coming out through these lanes from mid to bottom. Checking in on our top lane right now, as it doesn't look like the two teams are really battling it out. Actually, ooh, 1 minute mark hit, and they're going straight for the camp. Here's the invade though coming out. Are they going to be able to make this invade in time? Because this is why I wanted to click over here really quickly, just to see how they're playing into this and what vision they see of the enemy team. And same thing on the opposing side, how they're playing this, because they don't even know, and they're actually forced off completely. They're going to have to back off and go, excuse me, and just forfeit this camp, and that means that they're going to be able to grab their own on the right-hand side. They really pressured them out right there. Meanwhile, Dahaka going to pick up that double duty on Soak, and Dahaka didn't go for the enhanced agility. He's going to be going for the Tissue Regeneration just to be a little bit more of a hardened dinosaur in a sense. The camp will be cleared out on the left-hand side before it really gets any value. Excuse me, left-hand side. Right-hand side is just about to be picked up. Moving faster in my brain than I am in the actual matchup here. I told them to be mean and blame me. Wait. Oh, did you tell your Twitch chat to be mean to me? Wait, what? Hallie! Oh my god. Nukes for Kids and Variations are going to be still going at it in top lane right now. And that's going to be a tongue... Like, Variations is doing a great job on this Dahaka. Actually, Nukes for Kids is a little bit low. They should have some little self-healing. No, they'll be... They're going to be forced back in top lane, as that will be bottom lane getting pushed in right now. Sappers, I believe, went in, or at least maybe one Sapper went in, because they have a decent amount of damage, and the sidewall got blown up. Typically, that's from the Sapper right there. But we have our 2 minute 30 second mark coming in, as this will be the triple altar face popping up. First one of the game, and it's pretty much the standard how we're going to be positioning and getting ready for this. Typically, we see the solo laners in top going to be going ahead and grabbing the right and left-hand side. I just want to show this right now, because it's just... Oh, look, they know. They knew that there was a Anubarak in there, and they're going to be going ahead, and so far it's the left and the right being traded out in the top lane. Do they... Ooh, wait, do they get the... Oh, the Sonic Arrow is going to stall it out for now. Can they get one more stall? Shield Glare. There's the follow-up Lunar Flare. So that's one stall. ETC's now down into this. The Dahaka's coming down here as well. Burrow Charge from the Anubarak won't be connecting onto anyone. That's going to be a lot of good damage. They do pop the Iron Skin as well. Variations in the backline's getting some decent damage onto BN. There's some help pings coming back there as well. They need to just back off a little bit, as they are just going to... They're whittled down, and Hunter's just stepping forward. They get the pick onto Anubarak, and Nukes for Kids is a little bit low as well. It gets the power slide onto Variations, and now they've cornered them. They're just going to go ahead and get the pick onto... Oh my god, they don't get the pick onto Variations right there, and they're able to make it out. That's a reset for JTR as well. So many of these members are low. If they can actually find a random Arcane Orb and get that pick, that'll be huge. They throw out one, and they don't get Nukes for Kids, but that will be a channel going out in favor for the members of Archon, and that is going to be core health 32 to 36. 2 altars in favor for the members of Archon, and only 1 for A-MEI-ZING. We do have our left-hand side camp picked up as well. Oh, it was a joke. I called you amazing, man, so I was... Oh, okay. I was about to be like, all right, Pally, I see you. I'm gonna host you over next time and tell my chat to just just harass you as well. No, I would never. I would absolutely never. Ooh, Camille gonna get caught? No, there's just... they're not going to be able to follow up onto that. But that is going to be variations in Nukes for Kids. We're just going to watch top lane for a little bit here, because it's just continued rotations. We'll keep an eye on the minimap and see. Actually, there's an invade already happening. The moment I go to top lane, they're just like, you know what? We're not getting enough attention on stream. Like, we need to go invade onto the enemy side. They will back off. Meanwhile, we are going to be seeing just Nukes for Kids playing this in front of the fort front gate, because they're not keeps just yet. And this is going to be, once again, the invade coming in favor for the members of Archon. They need to find some sort of defense, some sort of step up onto this. Jaina playing just above them. And unfortunately, they're not going to be able to find any sort of damage into this backline that they're looking for. Swoopster just going to be poking them out, getting that vision on the side. Nubrak with the burrow charge out. They're trying to chase this Jaina. She doesn't have any way to... I was about to, like, she's playing near that side wall like she's got blink or something, but might have been just to kind of meander up so they're not going to get caught out by the impale coming out from a Nubrak. Whew. Just continued back and forth. But this is going to be, I would say, yeah, this is going to be stage dive ETC probably, because of the way that they're playing into the Dahaka right there. And I don't know, they won't have 10s for this one, so this might be... This is a hard spot to be in when you're an ETC that doesn't have your stage dive yet, because now you're still... The Dahaka can leave lane at any point, and you're now going to be really, really late. So you can actually see ETC on the minimap's going to be rotating down at this time. 8 to 8 in kills, 1 to 1 in health, and the cores, there's about a 4 health difference between the two teams as we have our second alter phase of the game popping up. Tongue Drag goes out onto 1. Variations in a bit, actually, they're going to be fine, just to be able to walk right out of there. Visionary going to be stepping forward, power slide from the ETC, and they get the huge pick onto the Anubrak. Now they step forward. Hunter is going to be able to tank for the friendly team while they have Nukes for Kids going for the channel. Variations maybe trying to get a Tongue Drag onto 1, finds the Joanna. No Iron Skin up and available for, I think, another 30 seconds, but they get the channel, and they even out the core,
like all the others.
Excuse me, core health. ETC will go ahead and Hearth right there as, I think this is going to be a very close Towers of Doom game, team. I think we're really about to see a close one. Oh, wait. I get so excited when they start to step forward into these bushes and how quickly they're moving forward into the enemy team, but they don't end up going for anything in that right. I think it's just more or less their teams are going to be looking for their level 10s right here, and they'll hit that first on the side of A-MEI-ZING. That's going to be the insta-lock on that stage dive for the ETC. Not even going to be trying to hold it or trying to play around that. Hanzo with the arrow finds 1. Raynor going to be targeted. Look at the lockdown and the follow-up. Able to get that blow-up instantaneously on the side of A-MEI-ZING. Oh my god, Tatsuki, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone from Tatsuki's stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Tatsuki's stream. We are currently in our game number 2 of our match number 2 of 3 this evening. We have got a lot of Heroes of the Storm. Shark raid indeed. Thank you so much, Tatsuki. Hello to everybody. I am Bahamut. Welcome. I hope you enjoy some Heroes of the Storm cast, because we have a heroic division matchup for the Nexus Gaming Series, which means these are Master to Grandmaster players pretty much, maybe even High Diamond, but mostly in that top tier of play, so we're seeing some great Towers of Doom action. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much once again, Tatsuki. I really appreciate that raid. Thank you for the finger guns and the shark. Aw, finger guns the best guns. Alrighty. 3 to 1 in kills. We got some questing talents that are still being worked through. Hanzo on those redemptions sitting at 8 out of the 12 necessary. Needing to get that attack speed up, and so that way they can at least get that armor reduction as well, because they did take that at level 7. Double alter phase will be popping up here. We have the Dahaka off cooldown on the brush talk, as well as ETC has that sage dive. Nice sentinel coming out from Toronto right there, just connecting onto JTR. They get the initial channel right there. Is there a shield glare in time? There's going to be one. They don't actually get the channel in time either, and so we could see a stage dive coming in right here. That's going to be the Toronto with the Starfall. Blessed Shield coming out from Hunter. They're going to find a lot of good damage. The follow-up Dragon Strike from Dragon Arrow from the Hanzo right there, solidifying the kill onto the Malfurion as BN gets the channel. And look at this. Top lane still just brawling it out, as I don't think they have any sort of interrupt, and that's going to be a Nubarak going down once again, and they have 4 more shots going over into the court in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING. And I gotta say, I said this would be, like, I think this is gonna be a close Towers of Doom game, but A-MEI-ZING is starting to pick up the pace and pick up the momentum. Holy crap. Cashier, Krinin, and Jace, thank you all so much for the follows during that, as Li Ming will be picked off right there by the Hanzo. The aggression coming out from Tatsuki. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Pally. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. Damn. You beautiful creatures. Thank you so much for all the support this evening. 13 to 11 in health. We have the Sentinel going out as well. Just a little bit of poke here and there. They're going to try and hold over this bottom lane. They're doing a good job. Oh my god, the burst onto a Nubarak, and that is going to be another pick. As I said, like, the members of A-MEI-ZING are playing this best of 3. The first game, little shaky. Maybe just warming up, getting picked off here and there. And this game number 2, 10's hit, and the momentum is just rolling. Let's actually cycle through some of the other numbers here, as we have also seen the bottom lane bell tower going down. We are sub 10, just about sub 10 minutes, but this is a very, very good game in their favor. Tatsuki, stop! Balfrag, thank you, Tatsuki, for the gifted sub to Balfrag as well. Enjoy all of your new emotes. Thank you so much, Tatsuki. Oh my god, I love you all so much. Thank you. 14 to 12 in our levels here. We are going to be having a double altar phase popping up. Sappers are going to be available on the left-hand side. I wonder if they're going to try and hold over bottom lane and let ETC try and play that top lane against the Dahaka. It's definitely possible. Hanzo does have the arrow up and available if they're going to be going for any sort of engagement onto this team right now. If they want to lock one down, then follow with that Blessed Shield, because we've seen that before. But double altar phase is going to be picked up here, and it looks like it's just going to be the trade out left to right. They hold over bottom lane. They only take 3 shots themselves on the side of A-MEI-ZING, taking them down to 29, and they take 5 on the right-hand side, taking them down to 19. Cleanse comes out as well. Blessed Shield's going to be there. Hanzo with the arrow to follow up. That's going to be a little extra damage. Starfall going to be there as well, but nobody going down with all those heroics being popped. Sentinel out as well. They do just continue to have this double soak between the ETC and the Dahaka, and more or less, they just hold this bottom lane. Maybe rotating one out here, trying to go ahead and get that camp, and let's actually get the vision for the members of the red team, get an idea of how they're seeing all of this. He's in love with us all. It's so much emotion. I honestly can't even keep up with chat. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We do have all 3 of the baseline, or the first level quest finished for the members of A-MEI-ZING. We also have Jaina about 3,000, less than 3,000 damage from getting that ice block. We also do have the tissue regeneration for that Dahaka finished out. Some strangling root stacks. We have 6 of those. We have 10 out of the 20 for the Lunar Blaze. JTR going to get scattered out quite a bit here. No step forward. Blessed Shield is up and available. ETC is still in that top lane. Sappers are going to be moving in through bottom. We have 6 Sappers here. If they can get all 6 of these in, that's going to be the enemy core health dropping to just 13. And we have a triple altar phase after that. So let's see if they're going to be able to get this. Let's actually pull away the talents here. 16 is here on the side for the blue team as well. They get it. They're starting to work their way through this. It's going to be the Blessed Shield going out. Hanzo not ripping the arrows either. That's going to be the web wrap onto 1. They're going to start stepping forward, trying to get some damage on the side. But they get the ice block right there. Hanzo with the arrow. They find the kill onto Raynor. And that's going to be a new wreck very low. Jaina goes down, giving one set reset over to JTR, and they're going to now try and pressure into this. I don't think we saw any of the Sappers go through because it's still 19 core health, and they're still clearing, the swoops are being able to clear that out. Joanna going down right there as well, and that will be the Dahaka getting traded out. They find a kill onto Li Ming. Wow. Just wow. And a triple altar phase is up and available. No stage dive for the ETCs. So they're going to have to make their long rotation. Realistically, if they can get all 3 of these and then boss, like, it's a lot to do. I doubt they'll be able to do it, but if they could only get all 3 of those, that would have been huge for them. They'll at least do 10 core health, 10 damage into the red core, and that'll take them down to 9. They'll only get 3 shots off on the red side, taking them down to 26 on the left. Nubrek trying to get this damage onto BN right now. Tyrande doing a decent job, and unfortunately, I think that is going to be them going down, but Visionary might have been a little too far forward. They have a bit of shielding ETC with that last hit, and they go down as well, and they'll back off a 1-for-1 trade support from main tank. Oof. This Hanzo is dongling them. Uflord, Chaos Revenant, and Aoi. Thank you so much for the follows during this game as well. Thank you all, like, wonderful people. Hanzo with the arrow right there. Blessed Shield came out as well. Maffirin gonna be blown up. Fatal Rampage getting like this is an aggressive game number 2 coming out from the members of Archon. Not Archon. From A-MEI-ZING. Archon is getting pushed back by all this aggression quite a bit, and it seems like it's something they can't handle. We can actually highlight this here really quickly on the kills right now. Like 5 kills just on Hanzo. Joanna somehow stole 2 kills away from the team. Main tanks don't get kills. We know that, right? ETC doing the same thing. Well, he's a solo lane. Going on a bit of a rough spot right here. Will she be able to get out? Hanzo trying to make their way out. They trying to get those stacks reset off the Hanzo, but they end up getting a kill right there. They turn around and get a Raynor, and now they dive over. That's going to be Visionary getting locked down. The Starfall's put onto them. The burrow charge right out of there. Woo. Hunter spanking hard. They actually played, Hunter played main tank Uther in the last game. It unfortunately did not work out too well. But hey, Towers of Doom. Wow, Blessed Shield combo, the pick onto Anubrak once again, like, they have got this. This is a composition they have nailed down. It seems like maybe the first game was a bit of a practice, a bit of a warm-up, but 6 core health remains on the right-hand side. This won't end it. They could try and rush, but oh no, if they get one of these sappers through, that's the one they need through, and that right there is going to be game number 2, going over to the members of A-MEI-ZING. We go to game 3. GG. Well played. Whew. Game 3 after game 3 this evening. I am loving it. Really quickly, because I always do this, I need to resend all these.
I'm going to need a bigger bowl.
Thank you so much, Pally, for the raid, for the host. Thank you all so much. I seriously can't thank you enough.
Host connection detected.
Tatsuki, thank you so much for the raid as well.
No.
And then Tatsuki, thank you so much for the gifted subs to M Palindrome and to Balfrag. I hope you both enjoy your finger guns and your Baja, oh my gods, and your asthma pugs and just everything that's in there. Thank you so much once again, Tatsuki, for the all the support. Everybody, thank you so much for all the support. And then there's a little bandit butt for you all. All right, let's find out what they want to do here for game number 2, 3. I know how to count. Apparently, that's been the motif this evening, is I just don't know how to count things.
I will follow you.
It's GTR, right?
Subscribed.
Okay. Whew. Teams want to know how much you can speak before your voice goes out. Pally, when I did the last day of Tespa Collegiate Series was 5 best of 5s, and I think the broadcast time was just about 12 hours. Yes, emotes are very cool. Thank you. Doggo, yes. Puppy. Ooh, all right, that's a place to end this. All right, let's get set up for our final map of this best of 3. And then we have another one coming up after this. All the games. Yes, it's a bandit. That's... let me make the lobby really quickly. Okay, bud? Yeah. How's it going? Let's see. Team number 2. No. Invite to game. There we go. The finger guns towards the shark. I love that. That's so very good. I mean, for all that rating and everything, well, we get everyone in here. I think Bandit should get. Yo! Owie, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Subscribe.
I need to move people around, but I want to here. This is important. Thanks. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Who do we have to move around here? Variations is on the right. I think this is all correct so far. There we go. Pets for Bandit. Thanks for the sub. Seriously, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate all the support this evening from all of you. Hey, Joe Zombie, how you doing? That person has hat. That person has hat. Butts. We saw Fetus against Twitch TOS. Please, no report. Okay. Going. Good luck. Have fun. Worm. Alrighty, everybody, let's get into game 3. Let's find out who's going to take this best of 3 series. Woo! Oh, I need to update one thing. I can do everything at once, right? We're going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our game number 3. And if you're sitting there and you're just like, wait, Bahamut, why are we on Tomb of Spider Queen? Don't worry. Don't you worry. I got you. I got this handy dandy tool that I just realized that Archon is not centered. Either way, let's actually focus in on this, as this is going to be the coin flip won by the members of A-MEI-ZING. They went for first pick priority in that game number 1. Battlefleet of Eternity and Volskaya Found You were banned out by the members of Archon. Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire were banned out by the members of A-MEI-ZING. First map was Infernal Shrines, chosen by Archon and won by them. Second map was Towers of Doom, chosen by A-MEI-ZING and won by them. And game number 3 is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, chosen by the members of Archon. And I love this. I think this is a great game number 3, a great map to take these teams to, and let's find out who's going to be taking it. Also, DJ, thank you so much for the host as well. Thank you for just giving the vision over to this stream. I really appreciate that so much from all of you. Dude, I love these emotes. I'm so glad you like them. I'm really happy. The Asmo Pog is so good. My personal favorite is Asmo Pog with the finger guns, because I think it just works so good. I can't unsee off center. Sorry, so sorry, Carpe Files. All right, we have a. For a hot second, I thought that was a Chen pickup. I got excited. So Sylvanas and the Thrall gonna be banned on the left-hand side. Strong for the rotation, strong for the push pressure. We do have a Joanna and Chen banned on the right, so they saw that the Hunter was a strong Joanna. They're like, that ain't happening again. We're not going to be giving over that Joanna to the enemy team. Ana will be the first pick, so finally going to be letting that through for the members of, well, one of the teams realistically, but it's going to be in favor for A-MEI-ZING there, as that will be Jaina and Garrosh picked up on the right. I like that a lot. I think the Jaina Garrosh is a really strong combo right there. The Garrosh will be able to lock them down. Jaina's going to be able to then burst and blow them up fairly effectively. She's also great for the rotations for picking up gems, or wave clear for gems. And that's a big thing to consider on Tomb of the Spider Queen is how you're going to be clearing these lanes. I love the Asmo hero on HOTS too. Balfrag, he's my boy.
I serve.
Oh shoot, I can't unsee it now either. I'm so sorry. Asmodan's my favorite. It's like a level, like he's like 75 plus I think for me at this point. But we do have a Zeratul and a Junkrat. A lot of things coming through the draft right now on the left. Like that Zeratul and Ana. Oof. Anubrak will be banned out as they do need a main tank on the left-hand side. That Anubrak would set up a lot more dive, a lot more. It's a strong pickup for the members of A-MEI-ZING if they were able to get it, because the web rep can shut down that Jaina or the Garrosh and they can just step into the back line Zeratul and blow them right up. Yes, Asmopog and finger guns all day. On the right-hand side, they're going to be needing a support or a solo lane. I think maybe choking out the support. Something like a Tyrande wouldn't be a bad idea. And that, yeah, it makes sense. Vision, also follow-up for the Garrosh. More lockdown for the Jaina. Works out so very good. Visionary is a good Garrosh. Wonder how he'll do here. Did they have Garrosh in game number 1? No, the opposing side had Garrosh, I think. Because Visionary, I think, played a Diablo in game number 1. I'm like 90% sure. Probably Diablo. Greymane Uther on the right-hand side, though. Oh, I think... Oh, you're talking about the ban, probably. Or are you talking about the pickup on the left-hand side? Because I don't know if I've actually ever seen Hunter play a Diablo before. Uther was picked up on the right with a Greymane as well. Really good. I just like, that's a lot of good synergy. The Divine Shield for the Greymane is really powerful. They just rip and tear essentially as they dive in the backline. Just play the Doom music in the background while Greymane is Divine Shielded, and that's going to be a Blaze and a Rainer to round that out. So Blaze for the solo lane. They don't know what they're going into just yet. I would maybe expect this to be a Leoric. I think with the Jaina, Greymane, Uther, Garrosh combo, a Leoric would be really strong. Blaze has their own set of self-heal, so picking that up as well. They could go into Malthael if they wanted to have that extra damage, but I like the Leoric here for the wave clear and the setup with the Entomb, but they go for an Alarak instead. That aggression. That aggression right there. Ooh, boy. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any sort of Jesus, my phone's just like message, all these messages. I was talking about what Vision might play, didn't notice they already picked. Ah, got you. Yeah, no, Vision on that Diablo in game number 1, really, really strong. I know him from HOTS. Oh, at least level 75 Asmodean? Hell yeah. I think it's like 70. I want to say it's 76. We can check after this game. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who's been following. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the subs. Once again, thank you to Pally and also Tatsuki for the hosts, as well as Enigmatic way earlier in the stream, as well as DJ Kadi. Thank you just all for the support. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. We have a lot of games in front of you, and we're going to get into our final one for this best of 3, and then we have another one right after this. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Game number 3 on the left-hand side, we've got the members of A-MEI-ZING up 1 in our best of 3. BN on the Ana. We're going to be having Lasai going to be on the Junkrat. Nukes for Kids is going to be on the Rainer. Hunter is going to be on the Blaze, and we have the Zeratul in the solo. On the Camille. I actually completely muddled up the draft and was just like, oh, it's going to be Blaze in the solo lane. No, I mean, that's their main tank. On the right-hand side, Archon is going to be having the members of Swoopster on the Greymane. JT are going to be on the Jaina. Visionary are going to be on the Garrosh. Variation is going to be on that Alarak, and Fatal Rampage rounds out the draft on the Uther. Let's go ahead and check out our level 1s. Oh. Extra wound timers, huh? Not what I actually never. I usually see it's. I think it's like put an English on it, giving that extra bounce range or something. We also do have the extended lightning build coming out for this Alarak. This was a conversation that I was having with someone in Twitch chat like a night or two ago when we were watching. I was casting an Alarak and they were just like, oh, like I don't see many Alarak, or like I'm surprised this Alarak isn't lightning build. And I'm just like, oh yeah, like I've seen all the Alaraks going into the show of force with the telekinesis at 1 and 7. Or telekinesis upgrades at 1 and 7, and that's gotten a lot of value, but looks like this is just going to be the... I like the extended lightning build. I think this is really, really cool here. They do, lightning surge. They do reduce their sadism at the start. They might be able to make up for that with that show of force at level 4 to be able to get 2% every time they land the combo within 2 seconds. They have to hit all 3 of their abilities within 2 seconds onto one hero, and then it'll yield them. Oh, they try and push them in the tower, and the blink out right there from Camille. Really, really good. That Junkrat talent? Seriously. Yikes, that looks rough. Really? Unless I missed something important. Either way. 2-2 in our levels, and we're going to continue to see just standard rotations on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Not going to be going for any sort of major picks just yet. Mostly looking for those gems, and Visionary also trying to stack up. Actually, no, they're not stack. I was just like Warlord's Challenge just every single time. No, we're actually going to be getting Unrivaled Strength. Going to be having that extended toss range, that 125% right there. As they just get the way, like JTR just playing safe, just going to be backing off, getting that regeneration globe, making sure they're stacking up that Mana Addict at, Fingers of Frost at level 1. The other thing to note too is that Blaze is going to be going to the new habits. They're going to have that self-cleanse when they pop that Pyromania. Once they hit the 15 stacks, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Of regeneration globes. And that's a really, really good, like, this wound timer, I feel like, is just going to be such a nuisance because it's just going to poke out some of these areas for such a long time. Interesting. I don't know. I think a show of force scales a lot faster with Garrosh throws. Oh. I like it. He's also solo, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, definitely we're not going to be seeing that Alarak probably sit in bottom lane the entire time, but First Blood going to be coming out in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING as they kill the Uther. They will be able to get that Ghost Heal. Going to be getting Visionary up as fast as possible before they die, and Swoops are now going over for this camp on the right-hand side. They are about 11 gems off from a turn-in on the right, and 19 on the left-hand side. Actually, maybe a little bit less. They might have had a couple in already. It's 5-5 in levels. We're just going to be moving back into our rotations. Greymane goes ahead and finishes out this camp on the right-hand side. Just in time, we'll go ahead and Hearth as well. They're going to be working to pick up a few more gems. Vision. Oh no, this is not what you want to have happen right here, as it looks like they're going to go down. That's a lot of gems. Fatal Rampage trying to make the quick rotation before they lose. I think it's like 14 gems right there. They get the majority. Yeah, they get all of them. So they pick up all 14, and none of the economy is lost right there. But that is still turn-in availability for the members of A-MEI-ZING. Can they get it? Or will Archon be able to get that first turn in themselves? They only need 2 more gems. That's going to be 1, 2 picked up. Oh, Hunter's going to be tossed out here, but this Blaze should be able to make it out just fine. Pyromania was popped, so they don't have that for, I think, 60 seconds. I can actually double-check that really quickly. No, it's 90 seconds. Excuse me. I'm thinking of the, might be thinking of Iron Skin potentially. Either way. Turn in availability for both. They're trying to go for this right there. Blaze with a little bit of poke here, but that's Visionary already getting their turn in. Swoopster trying to go for it right there. One poke from Lasai, second poke coming in as well. They do have that taste for explosions, so this is actually working out in their favor more. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, and then Uther running right over that, but they're just trying to get these turned in. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a brawl happening in this bottom lane right now as Variations is going to be back up. They're trying to get the reveal, but now we have a fight. Stun goes out onto Hunter. They're trying to make their way out. They drop the oil. They actually get some self-healing from that. Visionary going to be thrown away from the concussion mine. 7 talent here in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING. Can they put the pressure on? Can they get these last 3 gems in? Not just yet. Visionary blocking that from happening. We do have potential turn in the... Oh no, I thought Zeratul might actually have picked up 3 gems, but they're still playing slow and safe in bottom as Hunter's a little bit low. They also pop the Pyromania once again. That's going to be the continued poke onto the Zeratul, blinking forward. They don't have the 10 just yet. Uther going to be going down. A lot of gems going to be popped. Swoops are saying, I want all as, well, at least as many as I can pick up, and they are going to be getting tossed out of there. They have the, well, no. Arth just right away, and that's going to be Lasai with the last 3 gems to turn in, and that will be first Web Weavers in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING. Really good play from them right there. Alarak did go for the Amplified Force at level 7, so going to be losing another 10 sadism. Hasn't stacked up any, I don't think, on the Show of Force just yet. We can actually check on that really quickly. Yeah, I don't think we have any Show of Force stacks at all, also because we're sitting at, 80 sadism. But let's actually go ahead and really quickly get the vision for the blue team as they are going to be having these Web Weavers. They are going to be pushing up. Let's see how they're going to play into this as Visionary will be scouted out in this mid position. They're now going to be opening up mid lane as best they can. Junkrat's still in that top lane. Actually get an idea of what he's doing up there. Good, decent Web Weaver up here as well, and they're just going to be forcing JTR back. They are going to have some decent clear, but I think they'll be able to get the front gate of that potentially as the Garrosh and friends will be opening up mid lane, and it looks like Zeratul is kind of getting free pushing. Oh no, okay, I just didn't see the Alarak icon. But getting some decent wormhole going through as well, and just trying to put some poke onto Variations as they've opened this up quite a bit. Rotation, okay. I was thinking maybe they're going to top lane, but nah. Bottom lane gets cleared out, and they're going to play this slower. About of a level deficit between these two teams, more so in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING. They'll be able to hit those 10s first. They don't have any sort of back-to-back turn-in here. More or less, I would think they're going to be defending the turn-ins, just waiting. Just waiting. Waiting to deny more gems, waiting to potentially remove more gems from the enemy team as well. Just, I love the Gilnean cocktails as well, and how much damage they're going to be putting out right there. Already sitting at 10 stacks in the Incendiary Elixir, as that's Nukes for Kid is getting thrown away. A lot of good damage going out, and that's going to be the Rainer going down, as they are going to be stepping forward onto Hunter, who doesn't have a Pyromania, the Jet Propulsion, and the Cleanse, and the last little bit from the Ice Lance gets the pick, and that actually evens up the experience where they hit 10s almost simultaneously. Bottom lane has some good pressure coming in. Top lane will be cleared up by JTR. They've got their turn, and they're trying to go for it. Ana with the... Oh, man. They go ahead and use... Like, it's a 60-second cooldown. 60 seconds, right? Yeah. I wasn't sure if it started early, where you can sit in that Eye of Horus form, and it still is just gonna start counting it as you do get those shots out. But JTR trying to go for this turn in. Lasai is just getting a little bit of poke here and there. They are gonna have to toss onto Rainer, gonna try and focus on the Nukes for Kids once again. 7 gems are necessary. Riptar coming out. Alarak's gonna get blown up. Sadism reset if there was any to reset. Garrosh gonna be going down as well. VP in the back line, but they're chasing in further. It doesn't matter. Uther gonna be picked off as well. D-Shield was thrown onto the Jane at the last second, who's gonna try and get some burst onto Hunter, but Swoopster in a bit of a bad spot. They're gonna get picked off as well, and that is so many gems being removed from the members of Archon. All that's left is Janus 22. That's all we're seeing right now. During all that too is when you get an enemy hero kill, you are going to be also getting 3 gems from said kills. So they were able to pick up a few gems during all that time, and also were able to solidify those kills. And now they get the Web Weaver turned in, and they're going to be spreading out to their lanes. We have the Junkrat in top, 3 members in mid, and the Zeratul once again in the bottom. And I like this push pressure they're bringing to the table. This is a really, really good setup. Toss goes out into Hunter. Bunker is up and available. Taunt's going to be there as well. They have the bunker if they want to drop it. They do so exactly right there. That will be the counter strike coming out from Variations, who's sitting just around 100 health from that poke from Lasai, who's rotated down into bottom. bottom lane, or excuse me, into mid lane, as top lane has just had the Web Weaver descend, and it will be landing in front of that fort. We have Visionary coming into this mid lane as well, so that's going to be Zeratul with the free push into bottom lane. This is a bit of a rough spot, and it's going to be going so far in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING, as this is going to, Archon just trying to go for the defense. A lot of tools were used right there at the start. That's going to be Hunter just thrown away once again. Jet Propulsion, double combo. Swoopster going to get thrown out. Visionary using the, I believe the Indomitable right there just to make sure that they walk out just fine. And mid lane fort, I think they might be able to save. Yeah, they'll be able to save this, but top lane went down and bottom lane did as well. So overall, oh no, and they're just going to turn around and say like, cool, you get that, you have to clear the other lanes. This is just going to be our mid lane fort. Triple fort during a Web Weaver phase. Bandit is staring at me like, are you serious right now, dude? I don't know why, he's just giving me this look. But D-Shield goes out onto the Alarak, and that's going to be the toss onto Camille, who gets a triple VP and gets the, oh wow, Rip Tire. That's going to be Hunter diving in as well. Alarak goes down, reset onto, I don't think there was any sadism once again. Just unfortunately, this Alarak not able to stack up during this entire game and just so low on sadism already because of the 2 mitigations or negatives that they're going to be having from the 1 and 7 talent tiers. And 13 talent tier in favor for the members of A-MEI-ZING. Wow. Did he go wormhole? Oh, now that's Seeker. Let's see, the Zeratul. Let's actually get in a spot here. No, we're good. So we have Greater Cleave, we have Rending Cleave, and we also have Seeker in the Dark. Singularity Spike takes 50% longer to explode and also reactivates teleport to the target. It can be reactivated to teleport to the target, getting 30% increased movement speed for 3 seconds. And then Spell Shield. What a wombo. I gotta say, the members of A-MEI-ZING, that first game, a little shaky. Game 2, dominant. Game 3, it's a good back and forth right now. I think both these teams have found their footing against each other. They've kind of understood the aggression levels. The big thing that I think we're looking at right now is stacking up the Alarak. Not to say that they're the reason that like, I'm not saying like, oh, you know, they're falling behind because of the Alarak. It's just, I think that's a big power spike that they can really, they need to be able to utilize. And without having any stacks, currently sitting at 80 sadism and only 1 stack on the extended lightning at level 1, really not having that power spike that they're looking for. Meanwhile, the enemy team is just constantly getting turn after turn in. They're 5 gems away, I believe. 2 lanes. Junkrat gonna be going ahead and getting this in top. Actually, if they get this wave right here, that'll be enough for the turn in. They only needed 5. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. And that, can they get the turn themselves on the side of Archon, or will A-MEI-ZING be able to get another turn in here and potentially, like, all their lanes are really far pushed up. If Archon gets the turn in, it's going to be a denied. No, they get the turn in time. Junkrat was actually, I think, through the top lane was the one to get it, and with that, these are going to be descending far down these lanes. They're actually rushing through bottom. BP onto 2. Water Elemental comes out. There's the Reptire as well. Gonna throw it right in there. That's gonna be Blaze going in. I think a little bit early. Pyromania is gonna be popped. Garrosh goes down. That's gonna be the D-Shield onto the Greymane, who gets thrown away from with the concussion by Nixer Kids is gonna be so low, and oh my god, the Counter Strike. There we go. I was gonna say Concussion Strike. The Counter Strike was actually getting a lot of value. So here's the thing. Meanwhile, top lane. Meanwhile, in top lane, we'll keep an eye on that. Mid lane, but bottom lane is where this team is currently just Ripper air from the side. The bottom lane is where they want to push in. They've got a good wave. The team's already here, and they've got some split pressure in top lane. We can actually see, let's show the vision really quickly for the blue side, as they know Jaina's in top, they know Alarak's in mid, so they can be aggressive in this bottom lane. Garrosh just came back from death, so they got to play around that fact right there, but we'll see. Is that the Miss Windup Bird coming into this chat? Hello! Thanks for coming by, Miss Windup Bird. I hope you're having a great night. W Seeker in, do whatever, blink out. Webweaver will be dying in this bottom lane fairly soon. Top lane was cleared out, and look at this fight. Warlord's challenge onto 1. Silence is going to be there as well. Counter-Strike going out, not getting the kill. Camille's so very low. Nice separation with the Concussion Mine from the Junkrat, as Swoopster is so very low. Gets the friendly toss right out of there. And this bottom lane keep is going to be staying around a third health, maybe a little bit, yeah, a third is fair to say. Top lane was cleared out by the Jaina fairly effectively, and Alarak doing the same thing. So more or less, that Webweaver phase not getting as much value as I was expecting. Do they go for the boss here? Trying to see if they can catch them in the rotation on the minimap. No, they have, I would say that the best guess is that they're either hearthing or they're on boss. They don't have 16s on the right-hand side, so they just like, all right, well, we can't, even if they know that they're on boss, they're like, we can't take that. To sneak maybe this turn-in is the best bet, but the other factor too is they don't know where the enemy team is. They have no scouting tools outside of Visionary, just stepping forward and just hoping that he's going to be the target that they hit first. But that's going to be boss, or excuse me, well, boss and top lane picked up, but also Red Webweaver's descending. And first red web weavers, maybe? I feel like this is the first one. Yeah, I think this would be the first one based on that structure health right there. Gray would have been dead with a different level 1. It's fair to say. That's going to be, hold on, the BN is going to be going ahead and having the Eye of Force in the back line. Look at how many, look at that, Jaina. The D shield, they get the, oh, do they get the, oh, JTR is going to be able to get into the core just in time, or into the Nexus right there. Excuse me, the Hall of Storms. There we go. Bunker is going to be dropped as well. Keep is going to be going down. Red Web Weavers going to be popping up in bottom and in, there we go, in bottom and in mid lane that need to be cleared out. They're going to get some decent value here for the friendly team as they make this disengage. Yeah, first one for red. Dang. Woo! First one for red. That's a... But here's the thing. Late game web weavers, they scale. They get a lot of value. And they got the front gates. They got some decent value for the friendly team. I think they might be expecting more. What do we have for gem count, actually? This is back-to-back turn availability. 38, like, I'm just doing, like, rough math in my head. That looks like it's enough for turn-in, but let's actually see what happens here. As Nuke for Kids is going to get caught out of position. Red Wave Weaver in top lane still going to be in this lane. They have a great amount of pressure, and Nukes for Kids goes down. And that's going to be a nice pick and some momentum going over in favor for the members of Archon. And this is, they're going to continue to pressure up this top lane, potentially? No, they're just going to go, actually, they're going to back off and go for another turn-in. Egg spawns. Already ready, and they go ahead. They go for this. This is exactly what I like. This is what I expect from them. I like the water elemental being left in the top lane as well. Just kind of like, hey guys, I know I can't do anything, but oh, okay, I'm dead. That's gonna be just the red turn-in happening once again. I think they want to tag this camp before that happens, so at least they have some extra pressure coming in the lane. And there is going to be Alarak getting the turn-in right there. They also get the bruiser camp on the left-hand side, so this is going to be crashing in mid lane. Mid lane will be a lot of units, a lot of pressure. Ooh. Let's pull away the talents here. We've seen these long enough. Let's see more of the screen. As this is, like, here's the thing: back-to-back red web weavers this late in the game, or just any weavers at all. This is really powerful. Nice Warlord's challenge in the backline. That's going to be the Riptide coming out. Ana getting in the bunker at the last second. BN is going to be making their way out. Swoops are trying to find the kill. That's going to be the telekinesis, and they get the kill into Ana. D-Shield goes onto the Greymane, who's now trying to dive in as well. Look at the oh my god, red web weaver in top lane that's going to be pushing in freely as they get the kill onto the Zeratul as well. This is a lot of good momentum. Oh my god, the toss going to be going on Hunter as well, and they get the kill onto Blaze. I get so excited, like my mouth goes faster than my brain can actually like compute it. Wait, hold on. Who is this emo? Kona down. Alright, wow. It's very good. It's very good turnaround. Like, I think they end here. I definitely think they're gonna try and end here. 3 members down. They've got a lot of time on those death timers. Weaver in top and mid is going to be going down, but they've got a camp right behind them. They're stepping forward onto the core. Nukes for Kids and Lasai are the only 2 that are currently up right now. 2 seconds on the Ana. Toss goes out. Core is falling rapidly. It's going to be the Warlord's challenge. They got some healing coming out. They're going to be doing their best. Jaina going to be low as well, but I think this core is going to be bursted. Okay, I was about to say this core is going to be bursted down, and that's going to be game number 3. Going over to the members of Archon, they take it in 2-1 fashion. GG. Well played. Wow. Seriously, like, insane wow. I'm letting our team know, I'm letting our